So good evening, everybody. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all for turning up to Tuesday night's call. We're quite excited about what we've got to share, and so we're thankful for your time, and we're really hoping that we can kick off April in style, and not just April. We really want you to think about April, May, and June. Because as you know, we have a very special visitor coming in May. Are we excited? You're the
Ooh.
first person to tell me in the chat who's coming. We might give you a man bear at the event. Um, very generous, very generous. All right, let's get going. So we're going to go through everything else that's happening, and we've got one big thing that we're going to then share at the end. Okay, just a heads up, we will not have a Lead Laugh Love in April, and we have moved Dr. Nugent to the 18th. Reason being, he was scheduled for this Saturday, but it is Easter weekend, so we're very, very mindful of that. The following weekend, there is an event in the US that he's previously committed to, so we will be doing Dr. Nugent on the 18th of April. Also a reminder, no, I'll do it again. We've got a first look online on the 7th of April and on the 21st. And we have a Lumi skincare masterclass with the one and only Bella on the 14th. Also things that are still ongoing are Silver Rush bonus continues. And as you may be aware, some time ago we did reduce the price of our joining fee for associates and the renewal. At this point, there are no any immediate plans to stop that promotion. We think it's working quite well with our associate numbers joining having increased. And I am going to put an emphasis on first look and Dr. Nugent, and I apologize if you think I'm a broken record. I don't care. I do, but I don't. This is a big deal. We have not seen him in a long time, so I want to make sure you're registered. If you're registered for foundations in Brisbane, I'm hoping I'm going to see you on the Friday night also. And just to create some clarity, and I'm going to re-emphasize, Friday night first look is where Dr. Nugent will talk all things multi-glycans, healthy aging, and specifically ambertose. This is a product opportunity night. We want you to invite your guests. We want you to get people to register. This is a free event to attend, and it is open for everybody. Dr. Nugent will speak for approximately 1 hour, after which time there will be product tasting. You will get little sample sizes of Mannabear's GI Pro, and we will be mixing ambertose into some superfoods for people to try. Everybody that attends will get a little gift on us, and it gives you that time to connect and to mingle. We want to see your guests here. We have not seen Dr. Nugent since 2019. Some of you may never have seen Dr. Nugent in person, so whether you're coming to First Look in Brisbane or in Wellington, really do your very best to get there and to bring your team.
Yep.
Now, Mannatechers, we love you. You all tell us you're going to come. You have an aversion to registering. Please register, it helps us.
And if you're looking at the computer right now, get your phone and scan one of these QR codes.
On either side of Drew's shoulders.
Yeah.
He's clever, right? So I've had multiple people saying, yes, we're definitely coming, and I haven't seen registrations come through. It does really help us to do that. And first look is it's an Eventbrite registration. Okay. The other event is Foundations. This is on the Saturday, same venue, same location in Brisbane. Is the Novotel at the airport, a venue we've used multiple times. This is an associate training day. This will be product training. Again, we haven't done in-person product training with Dr. Nugent in the longest time. So this is an awesome opportunity to get up close and personal with Dr. Nugent. You stalk him, then we might have a problem, but you never know. You might catch him at lunch or whatever and get a couple of questions in. We will be also doing business training, personal development, and we will be doing recognition, which means our annual awards. And we're very, very excited about this because we know who's going to achieve things and you don't. And we love a secret, right? So that will go from 8 till 4:30. It is about
8:30.
hmm?
8:30.
Yes, sorry. It is about 10 minutes from the airport, that location. It is easy for parking. There's a DFO across the way. So there is lots of reasons why you don't have an excuse to be there. There is a registration for that. It does include lunch because we'd hate you to, be wall falling with the hunger, as we'd say in Ireland, and not being able to concentrate on all the wonderful things that you're going to hear. Okay, so let's get as many people going to that also. And if you're wondering, I'm not in Brisbane or I'm not near Wellington, we do have the Kickstart incentive that has been running in March and in April. We're going to put cash in your pockets to help you get there.
And just a heads up, if you've already registered, you may be getting your March cash at the end of March, beginning of April, just to help
Mhm.
out a bit, as
Mhm.
opposed to everyone else who might have to wait until the end of April.
All right. Okay, that means Drew's got his head around the numbers.
Oh, not yet.
Oh,
Still, it's
not
still,
yet.
it's the last day of March.
Yes. So, so let's keep that going and let's do our very best to put as many people in the room as we can. You know, if you've not experienced Dr. Nugent in person, I can't reiterate. If you've loved his Saturday morning calls in person, he's incredible. Um, when we went to Thailand for the opening in Thailand, I've never seen Dr. Nugent that animated in my entire life. It was incredible, and he was absolutely on fire. And his passion for what he does is not diminished. It just grows and grows and grows. And I've shared this before, but I have a vivid memory of doing an event in the Brisbane Technology Park many years ago when Betty Agraviador was still with us. And we walked into the room, and I used to look after Queensland, and she said, "We've too many chairs," and she made me take them away. And I knew deep down that we were probably going to need them. So as people started arriving, Betty's managing the registration desk, Dr. Nugent is mingling. I'm in a ball of sweat trying to pull out more chairs because the Sullys and Mandakini turned up with a truckload of people. And yes, Mandy McKee's going, I do remember. And we have this ability to share how good what we have is and to share how good Dr. Nugent is. So really don't miss this opportunity. And I'll stop now. Okay. Other things happening this month. And we will be doing later in the month a short shelf life promotion on chocolate true plenish. And we may be out of a shake for a period of time. We are working on a new formulation. I am anticipating some samples arriving. They got delayed, but they're on their way. They always get us to check it for flavor because Australian and US palates are not always the same. Also, chocolate Osaline was introduced as a limited time product. We did really well with that. It sold really, really well. So if you've got some smart eyes on you, we have shared that it's now out of stock, but some of you have noticed it says back order on the website and we haven't removed it. We are working on getting some more inventory of chocolate true Osaline. The feedback has been really, really good. I think everybody knows how good Osaline is as a product, and people are really enjoying the taste of the chocolate version. I'm not exactly sure how much inventory to expect, but we are getting another batch of inventory. So my suggestion is once it's back, you'll need to be quick. Okay, you will need to be quick. Okay, Mother's Day is coming up. So we are going to be doing a Luminovation program promotion starting the 1st of April and running till the first week in May. If you spend $100 or more in Luminovation in any, you might buy the returning care, you might buy the youth cream, you might buy the lotion and the cleanser or the toner and a cleanser or whatever combination, you will get a fabulous gift as modeled. You can tell Drew loves a little bit of playing with AI. If I can actually get this working tonight. He spent a long time creating this image, and I'm really,
Mhm.
really sorry. So it's one of those headbands that keeps your hair out of your face as you're cleansing your face, and those are the wristbands that you put so when you're washing your face, it does not drip down all over your arms. And these things are trending all over social media.
Or you
Yeah,
can play
I
tennis
wouldn't.
with them. Yeah.
Yes. So that will come in a little Mannatech branded bag. And there is a little card in it, and there might be something very interesting on the card that might help you with the purchase of Luminovation in June, but you won't know unless you get a card.
Mhm.
Okay, so I encourage you all to go out there, gift for yourself, gift for your mom, gift for anybody in your life that you think really wants good skincare. Okay, and that's another version of it. Oh, well, I've just told you it includes a promo. code for discount in June. So if you buy in April, you're going to get a code for 10% off in your order in June on Luminovation. Okay. Now where are we up to? We're also introducing 2 new bundles. We have been asked on our leadership calls if we could introduce larger packs, really aimed at an associate trying to build a business and wanting to include more products. These are New Zealand and Australia only. The only difference with these packs is one has Ambertose Complex and the other one has Ambertose Life. It contains Plus, Sport, Catalyst, Manaboom, GI Pro, Bounce Back, Superfood, Nutriveris, Manabears, AO, and Omega-3. You'll see the price on my screen. The PV, it has an additional 50 PV added because Sindhu has worked magic with the numbers, and you know it is a big pack, and so she was able to add additional PV. But again, the only difference in these packs is whether you choose complex or life, because we know people their own preferences when it comes to Ambertose. And the last thing before we get to the big thing we want to share is that you may have noticed we've done a new card in your orders, and that is new information that came to us via Sarah Louthan, who is the head of Mission 5 Million. And again, really just highlighting the impact that we make. Thank you, Kaina. We love when we get the information and we see the things that are happening with M5M. We know the difference it makes, and we're very, very proud of that program. So that is the end of my sharing. Anybody got any questions before Drew goes and shares his screen and we get into I think the thing most people are waiting to see, what else are we doing? Questions, comments? Oh, lots of love hearts from Diane and Gloria. Thank you. And Bella. And yeah, and Pauline, I think people like to see the results of what they're doing in the card, and I think the card's been very well received. So okay, Drew, do you want to take it away?
So welcome to Tuesday Night Business Booster. I get to talk to you about this exciting new promotion starting as of the 1st of April, and only for April, unfortunately. So we're doing double PV on all enrollments. How cool is that? So what is it? During the entire month of April 2026, that's this year, and that's next month, the first product order for every new enrollment, associate, or preferred customer earns double personal volume automatically, okay? So you don't have to actually do any calculations in your head when you place someone's first order. Success Tracker will actually do it for you, so you can just see it on the screen and you don't have to worry. So yeah, so basically, what does that mean? How does it work? If you were to purchase a bottle of Ambertose Complex at 100 PV in the month of April, it will be 200 PV for that brand new person. That's how it works. So again, it's on enrollment orders only, and it's for either associates or customers, okay? And there's no limit to how big the order needs to be. It can be a bottle of Mannatech, or it could be one of the new business packs, which is, we didn't talk about PV, did we? Oh, yes, we did. So roughly like 600 PV, which would then double to 1200. So double PV is treated as regular personal volume for qualification purposes. Customer bonuses, so double PV will count towards your power seller tiers and your business development bonuses. And then it also counts towards your downline point volume, your overall volume. You just need to remember that a first order receives the 20% first order bonus, and that's all you get paid out of it. However, the PV is what we're talking about, helps you greatly in either getting higher in your power seller bonus, so upping your percentage on that, or also helping you get to your 500 pods for the business development bonus. All right. And I think the main goal of it, or the idea behind it, was to try and get people ranking up. All right, which leads me into the next part of the April bonus or promotion, is that we're extending the rank up bonus to, or it's starting at now, director. It's based on your highest leadership as of the 1st of January last year, so 2025. All right, so whatever it is, 15 months. So out of that 15 months, if whatever your highest leadership rank, that will be your highest leadership rank going into April and for this promotion. So if you were to rank up to director, silver director, or gold director, you'll receive a one-off payment of $150. All right. If you were to rank up to executive director, you will receive a total, or you could receive a total of $600, but it's split in two sections. So you have to reach your executive director or silver executive director in April. Okay, so you have to rank up to those levels in April, but then you have another 2 months to reach it again, and then you'll get the second payment. All right, so in April, you would receive the $300 or the $500 for silver executive. And then as long as you reach silver executive again by June, or for June, sorry, in June, then you'll get the extra $500, so totaling the $1,000 for that silver executive level. All right. So who qualifies? Well, all new enrollments, associates or preferred customers in the month of April this year. And it's first orders, so new enrollees, first product order, receives the double PB. Rank baseline, like I just mentioned, was director, silver director, gold director, is all based, even the executive director and silver executive director. I thought it stopped before that. Okay, but it's all of those levels. So all of those extra bonuses that I just showed you on the screen, whatever your highest leadership from 1st of Jan last year to now will be classified as your highest leadership. For the rank up bonus that is part of our compensation plan, that is still based on the highest leadership level you've reached from the 1st of Jan 2022 to now, okay? And Sinead, I'll let you take over.
Okay, so this was an idea that came to us from head office. They were planning to do this. They did this in March. We had a lot going on in March with 2 incentives running, so we opted to move it into April, but we didn't want to really just limit this momentum building promotion to 1 month. So we're really looking at this as the first step of a 90-day game plan, right? So we really want you to think bigger. We want you to think about April, you want to think about May, and we want to think about June. So I want you to think about where your business could be by the end of June, knowing that in April you got this promo. We are going to do a promo in May where a new person will get a free product with an enrollment. Tie that into the fact that maybe you can get some of your people sitting in front of Dr. Nugent and learning from the wonderful science that he's going to share, and then taking all the momentum of April and May and moving into June with a strong game plan. Because I believe this double PV on its own, it'll be a wasted opportunity if we don't think beyond this. So we want you to think about where you would like to see your business at the end of 90 days. Now, your goals are very personal. We're not asking you to come along and share this. We want them to be achievable goals, but stretchable goals. And I want you to think of it not just about you, but who in your team can you work with and who in your team can you help. So if you look at it from setting a goal, making a commitment to your goal, and then obviously stepping into action. And when you think about some of those cash amounts with those rank up bonuses, again, may help you with some of the money that you've spent to go to Dr. Nugent. For those of you that have maybe earned Korea as an incentive trip finishing this month, maybe it's going to give you some extra money from some of those fabulous head spas I keep seeing, or a shopping trip to Olive Young where Bella is going to tell you what every single product does. But I want you to think, what could you do with that additional cash, right? It's going to be very easy for me to say just put petrol in your car, but as much as that's a genuine concern for everybody, maybe doesn't sound as much fun. So really think about what you're going to do with that. So where do we go from here, right? One of the biggest things that we do well is we have the most amazing community. And there is a wealth of knowledge and experience within us as a community. And I think that is something that really sets us apart. I've been on calls and somebody asks a question, and the sharing and the connection and the offering to help is huge. So we are going to facilitate 2 power hours a week. One is a nighttime and one is a daytime. What we want you to do is hop on. If you're committed to working, it's an hour that you set aside to work. You know, you may have messages you want to send out, follow-ups you want to do, um, whatever it is that's going to put some activity into your business, and you're doing it within a community. So if somebody says, how do I answer this question I got from somebody? Or what do I say to somebody? There is somebody else in that group that's going to be help you with answers. And again, I've seen calls where somebody says, I don't know what to say to that. And somebody always has, you know what, I had this, I had that challenge. This is how I handle it. And it really gives you that community to connect together. So, and you might have seen, we did a recent poll on Facebook just to gather some interest. It will be Thursday afternoons at 1 o'clock Sydney time. Clocks go back this week, so Queensland, you're on the same time as us next week. Finally, I can stop doing this when I'm trying to figure out what time calls are on. 1 o'clock on a Thursday, and we are going to trial 7 p.m. Sydney time on a Sunday evening. Why a Sunday? A lot of people are at home on a Sunday night getting ready. If it doesn't work, we will find another night. But 80% of you said they would give Sunday a go, so we're just going to try something different.
Yeah.
Right? If it doesn't work, if we're feeling it's not working for people, we will look for another day. But we're conscious. We do all our calls usually on a Tuesday night. People have team calls during the week, or maybe their school commitments. So we're trying, or whatever other commitments people have. Chris is going off out tonight because there's church. And so we're just trying to see if that works for people. And again, you don't know until you try. Okay, so we don't expect to see you all on every single call, but this is a tool to really help you. Let's commit to this time and see what we can achieve. Again, I cannot undersell how big a deal it is to get Dr. Nugent to come. After all this time and have him in person. Mandakini, I see you nodding. I know you know, right? I just feel he's been our biggest constant. He knows so much. And if you have not watched the recording or not seen it live, where he talks about healthy aging, I encourage you to take the time to watch it. If you've watched it already and thought it was brilliant, watch it again. When he talks about health span versus lifespan, I think we all kind of went, oh, honestly, it is perfect for us, and it is a fantastic way to explain the products and why people should be on the products. And I'm telling you, you don't, you know, over all the years, they don't get better than Dr. Nugent. So, thoughts, questions, comments? We're excited. I want you to think of the opportunity of double PV, but I want you to think about it with a longer term goal than just 1 month. Right? Don't all come at me at once. Diandra, you're smiling, so I take that as a good sign, which means I'm going to tell you come off mute. Absolutely, Lynn. We always learn something new from Dr. Nugent. Everybody's afraid of the mute button right now. Anybody? Thoughts? Questions?
I was just going to say, I sort of wrote it in the comments anyway, but I often have ideas just pop into my head and quickly write them down. And then I know when I was working full time, you know, you sort of don't always have time to do stuff when you think of it, just to write it down. And then this power hour is a great opportunity to just, at least you come with your list of stuff that you want to do. So if, you know, rather than just turning up and going, okay, what will I do in this power hour? If you've got a bit of a list, then you can actually maximize that time to just crank through some good actions. Yeah.
Love it. Bella, we've expected that you committed all the numbers to memory and all the information, so you're not going to get it again. Yep, we will release that tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Love it. And anybody else? Judy, I can see you smiling. That's a good sign. I know you're excited about coming up to Brisbane, and I know there's a posse coming from South Australia. You're on mute.
So,
yeah, you're muted again. There you go. You're good.
we go. We've got it now. Good. Yes, what an opportunity for everybody. So just to get together and get that feeling back We always talk about the family of Mannatech, and that's what it really is. All there to support one another like we are on the calls, and what you've initiated with the Thursday and Sunday calls. I think it's a brilliant idea to come up with suggestions just to help people talking to people and having that answer, to have confidence.
Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. So mark your calendars. We will put them up on the associate calendar. We haven't launched them up yet. We'll put them up. We'll set up the Zoom calls. And we stopped ourselves from doing it just in case everybody went, no, they're the wrong times. But we try, and if it doesn't work, and we will continue these through the 90 days. We are not going to start these until after Easter, because I know if I put one up for Easter Sunday night, I'll be talking to myself.
Yep, I'm not coming
And
for
that's
that one.
fair enough. You're allowed, but that gives you over for next Thursday night, gives you a long time to start working on a list, thinking about a game plan. And so when you turn up to Power Hour, you're allowed to ask the questions, but you leave the excuses at the door, right? Because together we rise, and I can tell you this community is absolutely fantastic. We had the opportunity to meet one of Bella's downline at the weekend, Jeannie. She came up to meet us. She'd never met us in person. And it was like we'd known her forever. It was easy. She'd been on the calls. She spotted us before we spotted her, and it was just such a nice evening to have somebody kind of new come in and feel at ease straight away. So Bella, it was a big deal to walk in and meet people you've never met before. And I know Drew comes across a bit weird on the call, but it didn't deter her. He wasn't there, so that was probably
But that's right.
Yes. So Drew, can you stay on the large screen long enough so they can get the QR code?
So that means I would have to talk, I guess. La la la. Can you take a picture now? Or have you scanned it? This should be putting me up on the big screen.
I was just going to say too, I'll just offer it to everyone here as well. I offered it to my team, but Drew and I worked together and sort of redid the Nugent flyer to make it more usable for cold people. So if you wanted to put up notices in your library or anything like that. And so instead of the register button where they just scan it and register, and you sort of don't know if that's the person that is registering because of somewhere you've left a flyer or you've given a flyer to someone you don't know. With this one that we did, the wording is slightly different, just to give you a little bit of an idea of what the talk's about. And then there's a space for you to electronically enter your email address on the form, so that when the person emails you, you can register them, make a note of their name, and then that's your referral. So if anyone wants me to share that, I think, or Drew shared it with me, but it might be something you guys want to use too, so we get lots of people there. So
we can add
happy to share that if you'd like.
Yep. We'll add that to the Facebook group, and we'll also put that into the Mannatech app. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So one last thought for me, and we'll close the call so we're conscious of everybody's time. Some of you are out there doing some great things. People are constantly doing markets. Pauline, Judy, we saw Kelly and Christine recently. Awesome efforts. If you're doing an event and you're doing anything like that, snap a picture, make sure you're in it, and send it to us. I love when we post this on Facebook. We always get a tremendous response. But what it does, it shows people that they're not alone, and people are out there doing things, and it gives people ideas. Margaret, you've shared photos with us in the past. I love sharing them. Judy and Kelly did one once, and I get a picture of Judy. I said, "Where's Kelly?" Holding the camera. There's a thing called a selfie, isn't that right, Jody? We discussed selfies and short arms today. I've heard every excuse. Go to the stall holder next to you, make a new friend, and ask them to take a picture of you doing what you do best. But I love when we share. I can tell you, when you put somebody's picture into a social media post like that, into a group like that, you get far more interaction than you do with anything else we do, even if you're dressed as a leprechaun, right? So I want you, if you're out there doing things, take 30 seconds, take a picture, send it to Drew and I. We're going, knowing full well we are going to do a post, because we want to recognize you. We want to share what you're doing, and we want really people to see that everybody's out there doing their bit. So can we agree to that?
Yes.
Okay. I know some of us are camera shy. We can't all be as pretty as Drew, but we can give it our best shot. And we all have loomy skin, so why wouldn't you? All right? So please, please, please please make an effort if you're out there doing things. If you have a little get together, I know Kine is here. Kine and Robin are really good at taking pictures if they're around it, doing something at home. Please share it so we can share what you're doing, and it really does give confidence to everybody else. So don't think it's not a vanity exercise on your end. I was explaining the idea of notions to Avalon today. In Ireland, if you get a bit above yourself, somebody tells you have notions. It's the worst thing you can say about an Irish person. It's not about having notions. It's really just about sharing what you're doing. And so it lifts everybody up. And I was really, Kelly and Christine, awesome job. There was a great reaction to you both. And I know, Kelly, you kind of went, oh, do I have to be in the picture? She'll tell me off if I'm not.
Can I just clarify? So if we're doing that, do you want us to just add it to the group, like the Mannatech Australasia page, or do you want us to
approve
just
it? Yeah.
and then just
yeah, it's
approve it?
easier
Is
just
that the best way?
or just send it to us and we'll post it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some people
yeah.
don't know what to write about themselves, so we'll make you sound fabulous.
Yeah.
We want to make it easy, so you're not having to think about what to post. Just send us through a picture. Doing it on WhatsApp is fine, or through Messenger. But we really just want to encourage you to share. It's easier to do it on your phone than trying to. Sometimes, when you try and attach a picture to an email, it gets wonky, or it tells you it's too big, or it's that. So WhatsApp, Messenger is all an easy way to do it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on a roll then.
I think, Sinead, I better share something before you all go. I
Sure.
think what I find the most interesting thing is that, like Kevin Robbins was telling about sharing one-to-one and taking up the phone and ringing people. And I've been doing that, making a list and ringing people. And actually, I share about the quality of life. Anti-aging is about quality of life rather than quantity of life, And people seem to be tuning themselves really well, you know what I mean? And people seem to have to see that there's something else there that I can thrive on, you see? So I think we've been very powerful in that aspect of life, because and people say, oh, yes, we have seen people going to the old people's home and, we can see what is happening to them, and then they come back and said, yes, we will, So, and they're also saying something else. They say, we like to invite other people, and that's another momentum that's growing up. So I think personal sharing, taking the phone, we got the flyers stuck in our clinic everywhere, in our screen playing and all that. And so all that is good. But I'm telling you, we've been pick up phone people who do not know about Mannatech itself, you know what I mean? And just telling Dr. Nugent what. And also people are now asking, that's the truth. We want the truth. The fact is the truth, and that is very much, it's attraction, you know what I mean? Because there's so many things happening now in the world, people don't. So as people, we who have experienced the products for a couple of decades, we know the truth, and what Dr. Nugent is presenting is the fact, the true science. As a scientist, I can say that, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Being in the scientific world myself, So I think that's the powerful thing I feel you do, you know what I mean? So that any amount of flyers can go by anywhere, but personal touch is so important. And I just believe that we are going to bring carloads of people. I do believe.
Love it.
Okay.
Let's all get bigger cars. And
Yep.
I'm just going to add one comment to that. We're in a world with a lot of AI, and we love it for the bit of fun and the creativity and, making silly faces with headbands on your head and Drew stalking you in the background. But with the rise of AI, people are always wondering what's real, and people really want genuine connection and want authenticity. So an in-person event brings that. And you know what? There's nothing like all being together in that one room. And I liked what Kevin said, it is something. He said, I'm old school. It's not that I don't believe in social media. It gives you a wider reach for sure. But people love getting a personal message. They love getting a phone call, and they love getting that additional attention from you, and that somebody's thought about them to pick up the phone and give them a call and invite them. So never lose sight of that either. So absolutely. Alrighty.
Can I ask a really quick question?
Yes.
Just to make this a fun event too, and I just love how the South Africans dress up. So I don't know if it's a Friday night. I just think we should make an effort to put on something pretty, like make an effort and look like a professional, and not necessarily professional, look like you are going out for the night, you make an effort to go to town or whatever, and make it look like it's a fun place to be. Let's dress up. Just a suggestion.
Oh, we
Well,
love
I
an
will be
excuse.
anyway.
So we're not meaning bring out the tiara. It's okay, don't panic. But I think Drew's gone bugger. Best foot forward. I've got my
Yes.
recognition jacket all lined up. I have a jacket that
Yep.
I'm going to say didn't fit, but now fits. And it's a little
Best
bit
foot
blingy. So
forward.
that's my recognition jacket for recognition. So let's see what else we can do on the Friday night. Love the idea. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, bring your Lumi spritz and we can all spray at the same time.
Yes, yes. Everyone bring their bottles. We can do some videos. That's
Yes.
great for posting. Yeah.
All right. Everybody, thank you for your time tonight. It's been terrific to see you all. We hope to see you all in May, either in Brisbane or in Wellington. So let's keep
but before
going.
then, let's see you all on Thursday week or Sunday.
Well, we have first look on
yes.
Tuesday night first. So
Oh,
there
yes,
you go.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, so Thursday night next Tuesday.
So lots of things to connect in with everybody. Have a great rest of your evening and thank you for being on the call tonight. Thanks
Thanks for
everyone.
coming, guys. Bye.
Bye.
You guys.